quickly get mugged as Spider-Man.
Do it. I'm sure they'll try and mug you.
Where do you guys think I'm keeping a
Welcome back to Let Them Play Games. Aaron sneakily reset the timer.
What? I have no idea what you're talking about.
What are you talking about?
I think I wasn't onto your shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
Shenanigans. It's where a guy
Shenanigans.
has shenanigans.
Your
Gilligan's
shenanigans.
Island. Geiger counter.
That's what it is.
I've played Call of Pripyat. I know what's up.
His face slid across that roof.
It's a really advanced trick. You wouldn't understand.
Like, damn.
Beep. Fucking hacking's easy, man.
You heard it here
Hell's
first,
Kitchen.
folks.
I would love to just bump into Daredevil here.
Oh, that'd be so cool.
It'd be so good.
Didn't see that one coming.
Alright, stop that. Not you guys, the spinning.
Oh, that's fine.
It's like making blind Daredevil jokes.
I mean, that's what we were doing.
I meant just you. Aaron's not even gonna help you.
Aaron wouldn't leave. Where do you think his loyalties lay?
Come on, Aaron. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Man, paychecks are nice, huh, Aaron?
Going on strike.
No! You don't have a union.
I stand with my SAG-AFTRA brothers.
Oh, by the way, Carrie, we were talking about the actor strike, and you didn't think it was still going on.
Still going?
Absolutely.
Very much.
Jeez.
I was fairly.
For so
I was.
long.
Yes, it has.
Oh my
I did
god.
not know that, actually.
Yeah, it's been going on for like the better part of a decade.
Why hasn't change been made?
Because no one's budging.
No one's budging.
God.
People are scabbing. Which, hey, by the way, I mean, hey, until I get union, I'm totally willing to scab. Once I can get union, then, you know, we'll talk.
You're out of here first, people.
I mean, I know somebody who I'm not going to say on air who was very much like, I'm aware of the strike, and I'm getting this League of Legends audition because of the strike. However, I'm going to pretend I don't know the strike's going on because I need work.
Yeah, man.
It's fucking hard.
Well, it's also being new to voiceover. It's like it's already a big hurdle to begin with, let alone when you have these giants to go up against. So one of the best times to do it is unfortunately to be a scab because they can't be competition. They're on strike. And, you know, you're getting paid less, but you're also getting paid, which, hey, for anyone who's got student loans to deal with right now, I feel like most people are like, I like getting paid.
Yeah, man. Everybody gets it.
But yeah, the reason I can confirm that is I saw a video with a bunch of actors talking about the strike and stuff, so I was like, yeah, it's still going on. It's fucking bogus, man. It sucks that game companies are so unmoving.
I could have sworn I saw articles about it ending forever ago, but
They
shit.
table it sometimes, but the actual strike now is still, it's very persistent.
Yeah, it sucks. Really sucks.
Yeah, people like, we want to be paid like money. They're like, hashtag for
And
exposure.
not be able to have companies
Oh my God,
and not be able to
fucking for exposure,
and not be able to have companies pepper the smaller roles in their things with just their employees, thus cutting out one of the main ways that new actors can enter into the industry.
Hey, you're in the office. You're a voice actor now. They're like, but I work on the art team.
What
And
is
everyone's
it?
like, why is this dubbing shit?
What are the main points of contention? It's royalties past a certain limit, it's general pay, and it's the thing about being able to hire people from within the company making it.
I thought there was something about, like, potential bonuses if the game does super well.
Yes.
Since, like, big-name voice actors aren't really usually paid the same as, like, a big-name Hollywood actor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
they
that whole
wanted-
thing with Kiefer Sutherland and whatnot.
There's a train here.
Train!
There's a train here.
Yeah, 'cause
I'm gonna go ahead and be quick about this. There it is. Let's go ahead.
Get the fuck out of there!
that is an old-ass cell
Screaming
phone.
that part.
Yeah.
I, like, turned around and the train was coming. Like, I didn't know that was there. That could have ended so poorly.
Oh, I forgot about
Oh, a crime.
Ooh.
Time
Let's
for
see-
me to do Spider-Man things.
Just find the El Banditos.
Sure, I'll help you. I could use some crime tokens.
Hey!
I got a gun, that is. It's a phrase that just happened.
Yo!
Jesus! He is crushed!
Greetings, friends. Salutations and hello.
You lose. You lost. Spider-Man was here. Someone else clean this up. Oh.
Oh my god.
Well, you're a witness now, sir.
Oh.
I'm afraid you'll have to stand by until the police arrive.
I really hope there's like
I just like looked.
super incompetent detective who's like, who could have possibly stopped these criminals?
I'm just looking around. I think it was the Spider-Man. I'm not so sure.
Some sort of webbed monstrosity has graced our streets.
This looks like the work of Batman. Ooh.
Can't just jump to conclusions.
You know, from the DC
From the other
universe.
universe.
Adjacent to our own.
Yeah, you're fired though. Because you're fucking crazy.
And then it turns out to be a Spider-Man imposter, and somehow he knew. It was like Venom.
You always
Oh my
knew,
God.
Detective Charles. Or DC for short. I'll find that Batman. It's the last thing I do.
Near. Near, says I. Near.
Does he?
Apparently does now.
Good for him.
He can do whatever
I
he
completely
wants.
forgot that he was one of the fucking Bash Brothers in Mighty Ducks.
Yeah?
Yeah, man.
Damn.
I know.
Like as a kid?
Yeah.
Damn.
Bash Brothers were the best fucking part of those movies, man. I loved them.
The Mighty Duck movies?
Yeah.
We're talking the animated Mighty Duck movies? Or we're talking like the live action
Live
Mighty
action
Ducks?
movies.
Hell
I
yeah.
did love animated Mighty Ducks.
Oh my
Like, they were
God.
literal ducks.
Actual ducks. God, the 90s were weird, man.
Yeah, dude.
I love our child.
Oh, yeah.
Ducks from a different universe with a deep
Even
fucking
Duck
space demon
Bird.
chasing them.
One of them was swole as fuck. I remember when it
And Tim Curry was the
giant
space demon.
duck.
Yeah.
Might
And, like,
solve the
first episode was, like,
mystery.
weirdly
Or
dark.
rewrite history.
Like one of the ducks died.
Woo!
And he had like there was like a mask that gave like supreme power that one of them had.
Yeah.
Yeah. It like made them invisible or something.
Every word of it. They're shooting at you. They were looking up high enough that they're like, he's on top of that building over there. Bang, 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 bang. Die, Spider-Man. I see you on the rooftops.
Yeah, like,
Ah,
strong
how
memory,
did
but I
why
remember,
why'd that
like,
not work?
Their like ship was traveling through some kind of like
Because you're on the back end of the car.
and their leader just like falls
There you go.
out,
Oh, what the heck?
disappears into
But
it.
they're the Mighty Ducks. Weren't they just supposed to be playing hockey? Why were they in like a ship?
Because they were aliens from a different universe as well. Oh yeah, right! I forgot Square. Oh,
You killed Spider-Man with your negligence.
I was too busy
As
talking.
soon as you like brought your hand up to your head, I was
Whoa.
like, oh no. Right, reinforcements. Hello, friends.
We can all be friends. Oh, all right. Back. Oh!
Ow.
Spider-Man, no.
Blossom.
Oh,
Hey,
fucking spider sense went off and you still chose him to.
I was trying to use my power and it didn't work. Ow! Leave me alone! Please leave me alone.
Please.
Fuck! I tried to get. I was trying to
Oh
dodge.
no.
I believe you.
Been a while since I died.
Spider-Man and coincidentally Peter Parker also died.
On the same day.
What a coincidence.
Because that's all that is. A coincidence.
For some reason, Peter Parker's in the news.
Hey, what a coincidence.
Spider-Man's not like City Morin's fucking
Lots of poor guy.
It's like fucking the headline on the paper is Spider-Man dies. One of the sub-articles, Peter Parker on vacation.
It doesn't. That's an interesting thought, though. You think like a superhero dies, suddenly the newspapers are full of like, all right, who died today?
Oh my god.
Quit taking pictures that have Jameson
You'd have to figure it out.
I've received angry letters from fans of Spider-Man. Yes, they exist. Over my editorials calling him a threat or a menace. Well, I have good news for these people. I'm not going to use those words here. I have a new descriptive word for Spider-Man: killer. Because of the deaths of 5 innocent people, including heroic police officer Alvaro Cordova, are squarely on Spider-Man's head. Don't misunderstand. It was a psychopathic criminal Max Dillon, who the media calls Electro, that murdered these 5 individuals, and that he will rot in Rikers Island for the rest of his misbegotten life for his crimes. But if Spider-Man hadn't been grandstanding for the cameras as always, 5 precious souls would not have been lost. Dillon would have escaped with millions of dollars in cash, but money can be replaced. Mothers, fathers, and husbands and wives cannot. There are those that will argue that Dylan would have killed even more of the bank's patrons had Spider-Man not intervened. But how do we know that? The police didn't go charging in, Spider-Man did. Is he a trained hostage negotiator? Is he licensed or certified in anything at all? We don't know, because we don't know who he is. What do we know? That Alvaro Cordova isn't going home to see his children tonight or ever again.
Half slab rib dinner, $10.99 plus tax.
What the fuck is a slab dinner?
This is a slab of meat.
That sounds like a good time.
Me
I'm
mug
not
Doug.
gonna lie.
Me want unga bunga with slab of meat.
Oh. Like when you feel like a truly garbage person, you're like, I'm just gonna go get a fucking slab of meat, man.
It's like back when I worked at McDonald's again, we used to just make shit to see what concoctions we could come up with there.
Hell yeah.
So at one point I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna try a triple quarter pounder.
Aaron!
It's worse. So now I didn't get to make my own because we were all getting in trouble for making our own burgers. So someone on the grill made it. And he misheard. What I said is I wanted the triple Angus, like this lettuce and all these onions and all this other stuff, on a Angus bun. Now what he heard was I wanted a triple Angus quarter pounder bun. So I got a pound of meat and some other stuff. And it is still the most difficult meal I've ever ate.
The bread couldn't hold that much.
It was falling apart. It got soggy because there was so much meat and juice. It was horrifying. It was also like $15 for just the burger.
Oh, Jesus.
I mean, I worked there, so it wasn't as expensive for me, but still.
But you know.
It's fucking nutty.
Oh. You're doing it.
Oh, I thought you just died. Because it went red, and I was like, oh, rip. I have the DuckTales theme stuck in my head.
Life is like a hurricane.
Here, and...
Duckburg?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just check. I was thinking.
The yell fucking miraculous. I am the cat!
Oh, it's my favorite thing on the entire internet! In the daytime!
I'm Marinette!
Bet he improved them after that.
Miraculous!
Simply the best! Up to the test when things go wrong! Miraculous!
It's exactly what it sounds like, Aaron.
Okay.
It's somebody screaming.
Aaron hasn't seen it.
I have no context to why you're all yelling.
What do I
don't want to know.
Oh no, I'm showing you. I'm showing you.
You just took a picture of the police station?
You can't
Shut up.
stop
It's
me,
his
Aaron.
life.
It's a historic police station.
Of course.
It looks like,
Are they on top of this building?
No, you're looking at the front of the building. I think
They
that
are.
was entirely wrong. Hello, everybody.
Take that.
Enjoy my hot, sticky goo.
Give it a sec.
Oh. Oh.
Okay, you get the gist. You figured out what this is.
Oh.
I just realized she said no one knows yet. Like she thinks like I'm gonna let
One
it
day, there's gonna be
She's like,
the
I
most
know
dramatic
what I'm
reveal.
about.
slip. I am shit at keeping secrets. They're gonna find out.
Aw.
Blinded me. That was a wake-up
Aw.
call. Had
He
to
almost
upgrade
got
to a stronger
blinded.
material.
Jesus.
That's
The amount that I hope she
everything
just
in-
pulls a fucking Tony Stark and is just like, yeah, no, it was me. I'm Ladybug. And everyone's like, bullshit.
bit late in the
Fuck
game.
you, Marinette.
You're a goddamn
Are people
liar.
really in that universe, like, vying to find out? I know there's a few people, but it seems like the authorities and whatnot are not really that concerned with her identity.
I mean, there was like,
Ollie, I care.
when I was watching everyone watching it, like SoccerCon and stuff, didn't you go on like a news show and they're like, who could Ladybug be?
I mean,
Yeah.
there's curiosity, certainly, but it doesn't seem like they're really like, oh, they're a vigilante who's a threat to society.
No, everybody loves her.
Yeah.
Alright, I think that's...
Because she has her magical fix-it button
Look, you see, this is why we need to do things as we go. Look at all those
Physics
things.
button.
up on the docks.
Bring people back from the dead.
There's also one over there.
Pardon me, ma'am.
Who could win in a fight, Ladybug or Spider-Man?
Ladybug, because she alters reality.
She does that.
Exactly.
She does that to reverse things that have happened, though, and usually only after. I mean, it's a good question. I actually think maybe Spider-Man because
I think
she
out of the
doesn't
two, he could punch her once and she would die.
that's the thing.
That's true.
She doesn't have anything resembling super strength or super endurance. She's just very acrobatic.
But I
Yeah,
mean,
man, she's got super strength.
Does she?
Yeah, she did. How dare you?
it's also getting into like the who would win in the fight thing, which is just so not. It's very much like debating a character's alignment.
Yeah.
It's
I was able to mix up a cure.
ultimately non-productive.
That's a fucking death battle I want. Ladybug.
Ladybug versus Spider-Man.
Hell yeah.
Which bug would win?
Which bug would win?
It's a fun thought experiment if you don't take it seriously.
Hell yeah.
Because I find like people fight about alignment a lot, but mostly it's which character is X alignment. Because the amount of people who are like Obi-Wan Kenobi is chaotic good, and someone's like, no, he's true neutral, he's a Jedi, and they're like, nah, agree, and then things get bad.
Yeah.
Realistically, it's
I feel like
because
he is probably neutral because
he's a character, and ultimately there's complexities within alignment, which is why it's kind
all
of even
lose.
downplayed in 5th edition.
Yeah, man.
It's there, but it's very much yeah, you're in alignment, but everyone's different.
Yeah.
You know, not all lawful goods are the same.
I don't know how you managed to do that angle,
Dude,
friend,
so
but
fucking funny, though. Spider-Man just punches Ladybug in the face.
She's
She
dead.
starts crying. Cat Noir loses his shit. He's like, Cataclysm! Spider-Man's dead.
I feel like spider senses would play a big part in that.
Oh, yeah.
Because, like, they're agile, but Spider-Man's typically depicted as a lot more.
It's true. It's also very much which Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Like, is it this, like,
Also, is
30-year-old Spider-Man?
like, are we talking, like-
14-year-old Marinette?
Are we talking, like, Iron Spider, like, with his
Yeah.
most advanced suits? Because some of his suits in the comics are, like, fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, he's like, I can
Ladybug's
contain
just
dark
started
matter.
getting new suits, though. She's just
Oh, yes.
started.
I'm sure her ability to swim and breathe underwater
Suck
will
my
level the
dick,
playing field.
Logan, okay?
You got here
getting
first
new
the
stuff.
hottest debates on the internet.
And
Marinette v. Parker.
Doesn't the Lucky Charm give her like whatever she needs to win the fight?
Yes, it does.
I mean, it's kind of a bullshit power.
Oh, it's totally.
It
a
gives her
bullshit
the
power.
fact that she's not committing crimes.
Has it
and
ever
Peter doesn't care.
Has it ever failed?
What, a Lucky Charm?
Yeah.
Not that I've seen.
Because again, I'm thinking like spider senses might play into that.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that's what would it do for? Yeah, because some of his suits have like are like living organisms that are like pseudo divine, and like fucking energy blast, fuck Lucky Charm. Oh, it's a nuclear warhead. The only thing that I could use
Yeah.
to stop Spider-Man.
Like, dude, again, that's probably why Ladybug couldn't be in a death battle, because they would just do what, like, fucking Ali and Kyle did for that animation, where it's like,
Gun.
Lucky Charm! Gun!
Yeah. Where are we going? All
'Cause,
right,
like,
over there.
in theory, yeah.
Are there any
she
other?
could.
Deep south,
Yeah.
there's some
If the
landmarks,
tone of
and
the
up
show
north there's
took a
some dead
drastic
space.
change.
Yeah, man.
Should we just? You know what? Let's just do that now.
Yeah, there's that whole area, and then there's a couple places you
Ladybug
haven't
ends up
snapped yet.
being like Harry Potter. It ages with its audience and starts getting really
Yeah.
fucked
Really
up.
grim.
Oh.
I mean, I've already talked about like
Love that.
I know!
like her Mr. Miyagi analog guy who
Yeah.
freaking apparently just assaulted Cat Noir's fucking
Like piano. No.
language
Yeah,
instructor.
Chinese
Yeah.
teacher.
Like he couldn't be here today. Like
That was my
apparently he
favorite.
has one then, so he's just like, yeah, you know, go to his house, I'll kill you.
That killed
I need to
me.
give him cheese so his cat can transform.
Oh, it was ridiculous. We're just fucking me, Chase, and Izzy are just like enjoying the episode, not saying shit, and you're just like, what happened to his real tutor? What did he do? And we're like, oh my god. Like, just,
What did happen? We never even thought about that.
oh, so fucking funny.
I love that ability.
The
boost.
super jump, yeah.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
When you swing so good, you get real focused.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, like you're basically flying, but it's so much more involved, so you don't get bored.
Yeah, Aaron, I don't know if you know this, but every time to do that, I have to hit X
Press
in
X
the
as soon as you
moment.
touch it.
Yeah, like there, I didn't do it. So like you feel like you're the one swinging as opposed to just kind of coming along for the ride.
Yeah.
And the controller's also really good. Like, the rumble is really neat. It's really responsive to how fast you're going.
That one was fucking super easy.
You're in Harlem. Cool, Luke Cage showed up.
Time to shake.
Now, I love just like the simple fact that the webs connect to buildings.
Yeah.
So you can't just like float through midair like some of the old.
I think Spider-Man
Yeah.
3, yeah, they tried to...
Is 3
it was an early one that
1?
tried to have it, that your webs had to connect to buildings, but it felt weird.
I know in the Spider-Man 2 game that you did connect to buildings, but there was one game that just came out before it, like from a different company, that you just shot them straight up and swung forward.
Pretty sure that's why most people hated Central Park in Spider-Man 2, because you couldn't web sling
Yeah,
there.
if you didn't web zip, and like I hated that ability then, so I never got it. I was watching people play it recently. I was talking to Logan about it before we started today. They had web zip in like full swing, so they could actually just keep flying all the way across the park. I was like, I kept hitting trees and had to walk, and I fucking hated it.
Oh.
I remember that distinctly. I remember because I played when like I was 12 and my family took me on a cruise, but I was 12. There's fuck all for a 12-year-old to do on a cruise. So I ate French fries, had ice cream, and played Spider-Man.
Hell yeah.
Sounds like a good time.
It was a blast.
It's fuck all for anyone to do on a cruise. Some people just like doing nothing.
Yeah.
Dude, I watched Prisoner of Azkaban so many times when my parents took me on a cruise.
But I mean, there's like half the ship is like off limits to you because there's like the casino area, which I mean, whatever. The front of the ship that had this really cool pool we weren't allowed to go to because during the daytime it was like a nudist
It was
pool.
Marinette.
Daytime?
It was Marinette.
In the daytime, it's a nudist pool.
But no one's found out yet!
Surprise!
Surprise! It's penis.
Oh, we'll have to have more surprise penis next time on Let Them Play Games.
Perfect.
Don't demonetize us, YouTube.
Oh, they will.
That was a joke.
So
They
you're
won't.
saying I
YouTube doesn't
can-
care.
Am I not allowed to make the title surprise penis?
You make titles?
I could.
Do it.
Nah.
Make titles.